Vin.
I'm sorry.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
And a child shall lead them
To buy our merch.
buy our merch. Speaking of people buying our merch, shout out to the big homie River. It is their birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so this is going to be Riv's DJ stream. Now, it's cool because it's their birthday. Do we actually have a confirmation that it's their birthday today?
River, can you confirm it's your birthday?
Riv, is it your birthday? Okay. It's your birthday. Remember we used to say it's your
party
birthday.
like it's your birthday. You know,
okay.
'cause I don't give
So song 1, this is a 6-song DJ stream.
Yep.
Song 1 is from a band called the Dreadnoughts
Antarctica.
And the name of this song is Antarctica.
Did he?
Okay, it is indeed. Okay.
Okay.
It is indeed.
Confirmed. I was pretty sure my notes were correct.
Confirmed.
But, you know, one can always get confused.
Okay. Okay, so this is the Dreadnoughts Antarctica. Let's go.
Let's go.
Go!
Upon us, and now we must away, dear Molly. For the cup is lying empty, the ship lies in the bay. Away, dear Molly. Now the light is gone from the sky, a single white tear, it falls from your eye. And when the Our time has come upon us, and now we must away, away, dear Molly. For our coffers lying empty, like ship lies in the bay. Away, dear Molly.
I don't know who Molly is.
From back to the front, she'll bear us to hunt the grey and the blue. And when the moon's in the sky, just pray me alive and back home to you. All the way, Antarctica. Whoa, so all the way, Antarctica.
Okay.
Away, Antarctica.
Is Molly the ship or his girl?
I'm pretty sure Molly is the ship. Because a dreadnought is a dreadnought itself is a ship. So maybe all their songs are about ships. That's what a dreadnought is. It's a battleship in the earlier 20th century, larger and faster than its predecessors, and equipped with entirely with large caliber guns. So the band is named after an
warship?
instrument of jihad, of war.
Okay, I can see whenever I watch like those Viking movies or whatever, and the men are like gearing up to go away to war. Like, coming from the woman's angle, I think that it would be really difficult to watch him float away and wonder if he was going to survive or not, and that there's no way to call or anything like that. That would be extremely stressful. Simultaneously, I think that if you were born a man, it would be very difficult to leave, but I think once you left and you had your sights set on the war, I feel like it would be exciting.
I was never good until I hit the hotel room. Once I hit the hotel room, then I got excited. But if I had to go on a call, getting there was I was a pretty miserable person to be around. I mean, you remember. Mm-hmm. Although I don't know. Maybe I hit it well during that time. I'm not sure. Where is the band from? I'm assuming this band is from Ireland. Or since what's his face since Jambi's asking, it's probably an Australian band.
Yeah.
Those guys are kicking ass right now, man. Australia, like, they're not playing around as far as their metal goes.
Oh my gosh, Antarctica?
What?
I just would not want to go to Antarctica.
Why not? Racist?
Aren't they cold for a long time?
Yeah, it's pretty much cold forever, right?
It's not for me. It's not for me.
It's like the White Witch over there.
Now I'm surprised you don't want to go to a place like that. You like all the darkness. Maybe you would like a place like that.
I probably would.
No.
I probably would.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think I would survive long.
Oh, I mean, look, man. I'm just not certain. Okay, so this dude, he's got a girl. You're saying the girl's name is Molly?
No, I wasn't sure if the girl's name was Molly. I was leaning on it that it was the ship.
It looks like, I don't know, but Riv said that the girl's name is Molly.
Yeah, that's what. Oh.
So, I mean, what can you say to that?
The reason that I thought that it was the ship.
Oh, they're Canadian. The band is Canadian. Why were you asking about it like they were like...
The reason I don't think that that the ship is named Molly, but it's actually the girl, is the second line. So it says, "Oh, the time is near upon us, and now we must away, 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 dear Molly."
Away,
and then it says, "For our coffers lying empty, but a ship lies in the bay. Away, away, dear Molly."
Uh-huh.
It doesn't say Molly lies in the bay.
Right.
So it sounds like there's a ship in the bay. Okay, I have to go away, Molly. So I think that Molly is his girl.
But why are you saying he's going off to war? I don't see anything in the lyrics that says that. It looks like he's going on a ship to try to, like, work. Trying to find work. Like the lobstermen do in Maine?
If she's shite for back, I don't know what that means, to the front, she'll bear us to the hunt, the gray and the blue. What's the gray and the blue?
Okay, so shite means shit.
That's kind of what I thought.
That's the way that they say it. Shite.
Shiza. I was thinking of Shiza.
Conor McGregor. Shite. It's just their dialect. It's just their accent.
And if she's shit for back to the front, she'll bear us.
Our coffers are lying empty. Coffer is like the money bag.
Oh,
it's like
the coffer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's going to Antarctica to like fish or something. And
okay, what's the gray and the blue?
He's saying goodbye. I have
for us
no
to
idea.
Hunt the gray and the blue.
That's probably a flag or something like that. Is she shite for back to the front?
And when the moon's in the
She'll
sky,
bear
just
us
pray
to
me
hunt
alive
the
and
gray
back
and the
home.
blue, and the moon's in the sky, just pray me alive and back home to you. Whales are gray. Whales, gray and blue whales. Right there. So Sadie's got it. Boom, bat. Shout out to Sadie. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll hunt the gray and the blue. And when the moon's in the sky, just pray me alive and come back home to you. Okay, so this is almost like, what's his face? What do you call it? What's that? I was going to say movie, show. What do you call it? Moby Dick. The guy's going after the whale and all that jazz.
Well, I mean, you probably could eat a long time off a whale, but holy shit.
Yeah,
Can you
there's
imagine taking
actually-
one of these down?
There's actually a hadith where the guys were basically stuck and they had no food and they were like starving to death. And then they came upon this beached whale, and I guess they ate it for like, I don't know, they ate it for like months. Like
How could you do? Was it cold there? So it was kind of like frozen? How would
No.
it say preserved?
I have no idea. This is some miracle
Okay.
from Allah's jail. But they
Oh,
ate it.
I
don't
forgot
know-
where you said it came
I don't
from.
know if it was a whale or some sort of whatever, but the thing was so big they were standing in his eye socket. All three of them were. And
Do you believe that?
and it's in the Sahih Hadith.
That's not what I asked you. Do you
It's
believe
in Sahih
it?
Hadith. Probably. I mean, it'd be like God to rescue somebody like that.
Standing in an eye socket?
The dudes were dying. I mean, I don't know. A lot of strange creatures in the world. Have you seen a Tyrannosaurus?
And then they were able to eat off it for months and not get poisoning? And they were weren't they in the desert?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of holes in this story. I mean,
Whale meat, whale oil, all valuable. Okay, so that makes
Right.
sense. So he's not going to war. He's going off to
they're going to get
forage.
food.
They're going to
Okay.
get. Well, it looks like it's more financial. Our coffers are lying empty,
Mm-hmm.
but a ship lies in the bay. That's just one of those things, man, where men have,
Oh, okay. The Lord has made creatures great and small, and I'm off to put a spike in the greatest of them all.
Yeah.
It's absolutely where there's a wind white bar of light, and sailors can spend 6 months in the night, where the ice is fast closing in, and all that is warm is a bottle of gin. Okay, so yeah, definitely.
6 months in the night. That's it.
Good
That's
job. I was gonna say good job, Molly. Good job, Sadie. Was it Sadie?
it. Yeah, but wasn't it? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Shout out to Sadie. It just seemed pretty obvious that's what they were
Well,
saying.
I had it in my head that they were going away to war, and so I was picturing a bunch of men. You know, they always have those pubs in the movies that always makes it look. Okay, let me just say, I went into a bar one time at when I was older, and it just didn't have what they always project
You?
in a movie. Yeah,
What bar?
we'll talk about that later. Anyway, it just didn't have the feel that it has in a movie. Like you know how the excitement and the singing and that's all fake. It's not really like that. It kind of felt like drabby and dreary and you know what I'm saying?
Sori's disappointed that the bar wasn't like in the movies.
Yeah, because I thought like you kept seeing these scenes, you know, where they were dancing on the tables and like I don't know. It had like a community fun feel to it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
at the
definitely.
bar, it wasn't like that.
Well,
Maybe it depends on which bar you go
I
to.
used to watch this show Cheers. Everybody knows your name.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. You know what I'm saying? That type of-
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and the whole show like functioned. I guess Cheers was a bar. Now that I think about it, but the name of the bar was Cheers, and then they all kind of would meet and complain about their lives and like relate to each other and all that. It was a nice,
It's a whole show?
Mhm.
Is it something I'd like?
I think you'd like it. It's got that. It was weird though because Ted Danson is the main character, and I remember they used to show these commercials, and he had this love interest type character that he went back and forth with, and there was one. They always used to show this in the commercials, and I was just like blown away by this. Anyway, he said something reckless to her. She smacked him. He smacks her back. And they put that in the commercial. I was like, holy shit.
What?
Yeah. I was like, hey, watch Cheers. Bang. And then he was like, what? Bang. He smacked her right back. I was like, holy moly. That shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, but I think that there's probably like that's probably like a draw for people because there's a portion of society that would never slap a woman back. You know what I mean? Like they're just,
Well, yeah. I mean,
you know, they're just like that.
Yeah.
And then there are other people that would actually slap a woman back. And I think that for the people that have never been in a situation where they've slapped or been slapped back, it's a curious situation. And maybe for some guys, probably not for you, I understand, but for some guys,
I mean, it wasn't.
like, maybe they want to see some of that.
It's like that. I mean, he didn't like
No,
tool up.
she
but,
went harder than him.
Yeah,
I think
it looks like it looks like he just decided he was gonna do it. And okay, so it's not playing as a GIF over here, but it looks like he just decided he was gonna do it because she looked like surprised that he even did it. See, she put her hand up. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. But yeah, I mean, it was you know, it was a you know, I really, it was one of those shows I only watched for like 15 minutes at a time. When I was a kid.
You didn't like it?
Well, I mean, I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really understand the value. I'm like, all these people, like, they work, and then they leave work, and then they go to the bar. Like, to me, the equivalent was like leaving school and going to the bar. Like, why would you do that? Like, you want to play Nintendo or play football and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I never really understood it. I didn't understand the love interest stuff with the, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know. But anyway, that's always been one of those things, man, where men have had to kind of leave home. Like, that's really been the story. I remember reading Roots. And one of the big moments in Kunta's life was when his dad would take him. He was going to some other village or whatever. It was like a 20-day hike or some shit. It was like this big thing. And his dad would always go by himself. And then, you know, it's a big build-up in the book where, like, finally the dad says, all right, you're coming. And so, yeah, so it's been I think about it now, you know, because I was doing the other job. I made a decision to work from home and all that. And just like looking at technology and what it's been able to do for people, there's been a lot of negative ramifications of technology, obviously, but at the same time, it's like there is no other period in human history where you can stay home, put in some good work, and eke out a living and stay together with your family. Like,
Well, I was watching. There's like I don't know, maybe it's the places where I go searching for interesting stuff, but they had like these clips where it must be a preacher because men are reacting to this preacher. The guy, you know how voices sound the same, like a politician sounds one way, a preacher sounds one way, a weather person, you know, like all the different. Yeah. Well, he was saying, like, he's basically talking to the women, and he was saying, I cannot stay home with you 24/7 and also be able to finance you to be able to stay home. I have to go to work.
Yeah.
And if I go to work, then I'm not going to be around you. But you can't have both. And I was like, scroll past that. Because we have found a way to crack the system. Shout out to you people.
Yeah, so it's one of the more, you know, it's a fun song, it's a shanty song, it's like, you know, hey,
6 months in the night.
Yeah, I would love that. That would be my dream job. But like, you know, I can imagine, man. Like, you have one more night at the bar and you go party, and then you know your husband's off for 6 months, and you know he might not come back. A lot of those dudes didn't come back. It's the same thing with lobstermen in Maine. That's a very dangerous job. Dudes die every year in that. Matter of fact, one of what's his face's biggest movie was called The Perfect Storm, and it was about dudes in Maine, and they all died.
That's right.
George
I forgot
Clooney,
about
all the
that.
rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that job, that's not an easy job, man. Like men have had to, from time immemorial, you know, venture out into the uncivilized world to bring home the bacon. Shout out to the dudes all over the place, bro.
That's part of what River said.
Part of why I love shanties, that and the historicity of the music. Yeah. This is clearly like it brings you right back. Like I really felt like I was in one of those little.
Okay, what were the people wearing?
Was doing like the river dance thing that y'all, you know, remember Brian used to do that shit? He used to do the river dance thing with his feet and all that.
Honey, what are they wearing?
I don't know.
in your vision?
Probably leprechaun shit because I was
Leprechaun shit.
because they're Irish.
Oh no, I pictured like those big thick furs.
Really?
Yeah, because they're going to Antarctica.
That's more like Viking stuff, man.
Well,
these guys are more Welsh.
Yeah,
They're
I know,
right?
but I'm kind of like a fan of the Viking way of life.
Yeah, this song definitely like brought me back there. Like, it's not a song where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this song, but it definitely like for what they were trying to communicate, like what they were trying to communicate and where you ended up. I don't know if you guys do that. Like, do you see things when you hear music? That's actually, I'd like to know that. Actually,
Yeah.
Check out the comment section.
Yeah.
You guys see stuff when you hear music, or
Do you
is
just feel it,
just-
or do you see it, or what happens? I mostly see stuff.
Yeah, the more I see stuff, then the more enjoyable the music is to me. The less stuff that I see, then the less I enjoy. Tool kind of puts you in that space, obviously. There's a lot of bands that do that, but this band did a really good job, I think.
For me, I see stuff lots of times, but if it gets really deep for me, like you see those, remember the movie, there was like a blind, there was a blind superhero. And you had to like, it was Daredevil.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Okay. And like his other things got stronger because he was blind. So all of a sudden like his hearing was like crazy on next level. And I think that for me, that's what happens with music. Like sometimes like I'm visualizing something in my head, but when it takes me next level, it's like, I'm just feeling it all in here and it's deep and it's whew. So I don't always see stuff.
What'd you get the song?
So yes, I'm gonna say that if I went to one of these types of bars, I would expect a band like this playing, and I would expect the excitement that's like in the movies. So it's probably like it's not like something that I'm gonna listen to unless I was in that particular situation. So I'm gonna go with a 9.1.
Amy Lee says, Daredevil was a lousy movie with the best soundtrack. Guess who? That was Evanescence was on that.
Oh, must have been.
8.5 for me.
I had to get used to the storyline because I don't like superheroes with problems. That's why I was such a fan of Superman. People were like, Superman's everybody would say like, it's so stupid. Superman, like, he's all powerful except for the kryptonite. He can do everything. Like, there's not like a lot of challenge for him.
Yeah.
That's what I liked.
Yeah, I always thought, when I first saw Superman, I was like, oh my God. It was a religious experience.
You immediately connected it?
Immediately.
Not me.
Because, it's Kal-El. He's from a different planet. His last name is L. I mean, good Lord. I mean, what, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
But the thing about Superman, well, I had just come to this country. I'd never seen anything like that before. Like, you're lucky if you see, a soccer game on TV in Jamaica when I was a kid. I'd never seen anything like that. Like a dude like flying in midair. Like, when you grow up in America and you just take that shit for granted, but like when you actually see it for the first time, it's like, it was just a magical feeling, man. And I was just like, wow, this is exactly what Jesus must have been.
You're kidding me.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, he must have been out there flying at night and all that shit.
Not that it's going to surprise you, but when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, a regular looking guy, nerdy, and he saves everybody.
It's like your boy. It's like your boy Vin.
You're not nerdy looking.
8.5 for me. Viva Brazil. We're coming right back in another 30 seconds with a brand new track. If you're on the Super DJ B-Day stream for the birthday, River. Bo, 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 bo. If you're a cornball and you're in just regular YouTube world, then we'll catch you at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.